But the fact that Ryan, has gone through 3 top trainers that would have done a great job, Eddie Reynoso, Joe Goosen, and Derrick James.
Correct.
And he's not training with neither of them. He's training with his dad.
Did Ryan Garcia ever allow those trainers to be the boss?
That's why he's back with his dad, because he's the boss. That's why.
Yeah.
Look, Joe Goosen, I know Joe Goosen. My brother used to train with him. He's not going to just let you get away with stuff like that. Derrick James shouldn't either. Eddie Reynoso doesn't need. He's made so much money with Canelo that if you want to come to me, it's going to be under my rules. And if that didn't work, then Ryan's back. So that's I give that big advantage to Barrios to even pull that off.
See, that's the thing about boxing, and Big Baby Miller pointed it out, because there's no structure. We need some kind of structure. In the NFL, the guy has to sit there for the media interview. He shows up on time. He's got to do it. And to give you an NFL analogy, think about the Broncos, right? When they had Russell Wilson over there and he had his own office and everything. And it was nothing. It was dysfunctional. Then they hired Sean Payton.
Cut it out.
As a coach, that's like going to train with Goosen or going to train with a world-class trainer, right? And you knew as soon as Sean Payton got there, ain't no one's going to have their own office. And you turn around a couple years later, and they're great. They're in the playoffs, right? That's the thing in boxing, when fighters want it comfortable, right? Sometimes when Miguel Cotto would want to train in certain places because it was more comfortable for him, I thought, I want to see the Miguel Cotto when it's uncomfortable, right? And Cotto's a great fighter, of course, and a serious person. But the fighter really has a little too much control when they reach a certain level sometimes of their own career, which is good in one way, but in another way can limit them athletically. Because boxing is not a comfort business.
Max Kellerman analyzes the upcoming showdown between Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios, emphasizing that natural talent alone won't be enough for Garcia. He stresses that without discipline, structure, and consistent preparation, Ryan could struggle against Barrios' experience and focus.
Boxing is not a comfort business.
But do you think it's more of his opponent, where maybe I could get away with training with my dad, compared to if I'm fighting a top dude?
It'd be a big mistake to underestimate him.
Right, and it's like everyone thought he was going to win that fight, and Rolly just outboxed him. Rolly outboxed him and looked good doing it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's crazy. I wish that Ryan, because he's so talented, I wish he would stick to a coach and really just follow the instructions.
Ryan gonna win this fight. He gonna win it.
Max and Robert Garcia both admire Ryan's abilities, but caution that instability with trainers can slow a fighter's development, especially against someone as dedicated as Barrios. Meanwhile, tension builds as both fighters exchange warnings ahead of fight night.
Things everybody says, left hand, make sure that's up, you gotta protect it, blah, blah, blah. That's what I would imagine he's saying. And gotta take that away. It's probably, other little things like that. They drill a lot of just keeping the hands up all day long. So it's like here, 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 here. But, this freestyle type of boxing, with technique is gonna overwhelm this man.
It was a great experience. He's definitely one of a kind. I took a lot from that fight, just being in there with somebody with his timing, his skill, his speed. Yeah, just gonna use that, in every way, to grow as a fighter.
Your opponent on the 21st, Garcia, hasn't actually won a fight officially since 2023. He's been through a lot of controversies, the scandal with Haney, and then the loss against Rolly Romero. What do you make of all that?
I don't make much of all the. I have somebody who's trying to take my title, and I'm looking just to go out there and defend.
So you're looking to put on a big performance, stylistically, what you're going to come with?
Mario Barrios promises to capitalize on every flaw he's seen in Ryan Garcia's style, determined to protect his championship. He plans to defend his belt with relentless pressure. Ryan Garcia, however, insists he feels unaffected by his trainer's departure. He remains locked in and fully focused on preparing for his battle with Barrios.
Better for you that he's working with a trainer you're familiar with than...
Oh, yeah, in my eyes, But, hey, because I know I've already said some stuff that guy's already told him. But again, like he said, boxing is one-on-one. At the end of the day, he's a free thinker. I'm a free thinker.
Ryan said, Joe's not going to stop this fight. It's going to be a physical fight, a bloody fight. You're smiling when you're hearing that. Is that the kind of fight you want?
not necessarily that it's the fight I want, but it's never a fight that I shy away from. I've gone out of my shield before. Like I said, you know, every time I step in there, you know, I give it, you know, whatever I have that day. And if that's the way like this fight goes, if it ends in a bloody battle, then, you know, it does, you know, and I've never shied away from that.
I respect that. I honestly do. I do see that in him. He definitely gives everything he got in that ring. And it's dope.
Inside Ryan Garcia's Los Angeles training camp, the atmosphere is intense. Explosive workouts, sharp combinations, focused drills, and serious dedication highlight his preparation. The message is clear. This is a fully committed camp.
Lock up top 3. Lock up top 3. Lock up top 3, 2. Yeah.
Ryan unleashes powerful combinations on the heavy bag, showcasing his speed, strength, and hunger during grueling training sessions. Mario Barrios declares he is mentally and physically prepared, determined not to let Ryan take his title. His championship pride fuels his defensive mindset.
And I'm looking just to go out there and defend.
So you look to put on a big performance, stylistically, what you're going to come with?
You know, Garcia, he's explosive, he's dangerous, and but I think on a boxing level, there's no like competing with us. I think I'm the better fighter.
You just said you're the better fighter. Who's going to put more on the line here, your title or his credibility?
Wade Plemons breaks down the importance of the southpaw stance, explaining how it reshapes a fighter's strategy in the ring. He praises Ryan's analytical growth, noting how he studies opponents carefully before major fights. Ryan has reportedly been reviewing performances by Keith Thurman and Abel Ramos, two fighters who gave Barrios extremely tough challenges. Wade questions how Ryan's freestyle style will apply lessons from those bouts against Barrios, who is regarded as one of boxing's most dangerous finishers.
See both tough nights for Mario Barrios, but I'm interested to see what Ryan takes away from those fights. What can Ryan and his style, that kind of freestyle boxing he says he does, what can he implement from either of those guys to beat Barrios?
One of the best finishers in boxing. Like, I know you didn't finish Devin Haney, but you had him drown.
I saved him. I should have knocked him. I just didn't have the conditioning.
I think it still bothers you, huh?
Yes, because I should have knocked him out in that 11th, man. I was playing around too much. Yeah. And I was like, ha ha, like, bro. But next time, that next time, buddy.
There we go again.
You won't have a next time. I'm finishing you. You will never box again if we fight again, and you know that. And I vow to that. If we fight again, you will never box again. I promise you that.
Gee, this is what I'm saying, bro. We need this fight. I've said it so many times.
Ryan reflects on his previous clash with Devin Haney. He admits that although he dropped Haney during the fight, conditioning issues prevented him from finishing the job. Ryan regrets not securing a knockout in the 11th round, acknowledging that he wasn't fully locked in. He vows that next time he will stay completely focused. Wade fires back strongly, warning that a rematch could end Ryan's career. Both understand the magnitude of the potential showdown, with only 9 days left until a highly anticipated fight.
someone's against him, when people think he'll lose, when it's a different challenge to him, even though the Rolly fight was a huge challenge. It was a world title shot, right? But you think back through Ryan's career and the fights where he performs better. The Oscar Duarte fight, he thought Oscar De La Hoya and all of Golden Boy was against him. Obviously, the Devin Haney fight, no one thought he'd win. The Luke Campbell fight, you know, Luke was an Olympian, so that was a big deal as well. The Gervonta Davis fight, he just lost. I mean, yes, the weight cut, whatever, but Ryan lost. But the mentality of Ryan, that's the thing that's so all over the place from time to time that you just don't know what Ryan you're going to get. I don't know what Ryan we're going to get in the Mario Barrios fight. He's saying all the right stuff. He's trained hard, right? He's acting like this is the one, but mentally is it, right? Because he kind of said the right stuff. He was a little quieter last time with the Rolly fight, but he said the right stuff, and it's hard to know, dude. It is, because another thing you worry about, I keep looking at this picture of Ryan.
Mario Barrios speaks respectfully about Ryan Garcia, acknowledging his speed, power, and confidence. He recognizes Ryan's recent roller coaster run, highlighting the loss to Rolando Raleigh Romero and the dramatic victory over Devin Haney. Barrios also mentions a controversy surrounding Ryan's test issues, suggesting it may have impacted him mentally. Despite everything, Barrios ultimately wishes Ryan success moving forward.